Hello and welcome everybody to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are sitting at rank number 221. We had both a nice and not nice deck in the last draft video, where basically 70% of my deck was mediocre commons, but we had some absurd bombs that carried us to victory, and hopefully we can do something similar, although I'd like to draft a better deck this time overall, and hopefully we can go from 221 to the 100s, and then maybe, of course, the goal being getting to that double digits by the end of the month. Dare I say single digits, but that's of course going to take a lot of grinding. Now, before we head into this draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up some singles to round out your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, check out heavyplay.com if you're in the market for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want great deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff to make sure you have all the appropriate products and accessories to make sure you have everything ready for your next tabletop experience, heavyplay.com is the place to go. Heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. All right, we opened an Elspeth in the last draft. Can we do one better? We cannot. So Sarkhan is a really interesting card. It looks far more exciting than it's actually good. Like, you need so many dragons to actually have this be good, and like, if you can't behold the dragon and it's in your hand, like, if you can't play this on turn 2, then it just progressively gets worse as the game continues, and you're not really looking to be an aggressive deck either, right? If you're a dragons deck, so I don't really think this is the pick here. The rest of the pack is not particularly strong. None of the commons really stand out to me. If you're an aggro gamer, sure, you can take Fortress Kinguard first pick. You can also take Venerated Stormsinger, but I don't want to start the draft moving into Mardu. I'll move into Mardu if I get like a 4th pick War Effort and I get like a good rare to start with. But for me, I will first pick. I don't know if it's going to surprise some, but I'm going to take Sultai Monument. This card is awesome. All the monuments are great. Sultai Monument, notably one of the better ones. It just makes it so that my mana is going to be rock solid, gives me something to do on 2, because oftentimes I don't have something to do on 2. And by taking the Sultai Monument, I just make sure that I will have a smooth mana base, because ultimately I am trying to draft like a good value-based 4 or 5 color deck if possible. Moving on to pack 1, pick 2. I think the real pick here is between Traveling Botanist and Sibsig Appraiser. And I do think it's close between the two. But, you know, a lot of my green decks, I don't even necessarily want to have a bunch of green early. And I do really just love blue in general. And I just love that the Appraiser just does everything for me. I think the ceiling for the Botanist is higher, but there's just a lot of ways to kill this on turn 2. And so I just feel like I would rather have the card that that allows me to just replace itself on turn 3. So I just think on average, the Sibsig Appraiser will generally be better than the Botanist. Of course, there are instances where the Botanist is better. Moving on to pack 1, pick 3. This is a fairly weak pack. I don't really need to take a card like Riverwalk Technique early or Unending Whisper. So for us, it's really just kind of a pick of a land. We can take Thornwood Falls, which is a really good card if I just want it to be straight blue-green black, like Sultai or something. But generally, when I'm drafting these blue decks, I just want to be all the colors. So I like the Mystic Monastery better. It just gives you the 3 colors. So now if I do pick up Sonic Shriekers or any other good white bombs, like this just gives me better mana than the Thornwood Falls. So, you know, immediately the Thornwood Falls might be better. Also, we don't know if we're going to be Sultai. Like, we can certainly just end up in Jeskai, and then the Mystic Monastery will look even better given what we've seen. All right, moving on. Pack 1, pick 4. And yeah, I mean, there is a late Shock Brigade. That's a pick 1, pack 4 Shock Brigade. But maybe I just take Riverwheel Sweep. Excuse me. There's a Dispelling Exhale. I'm just going to take that instead. I like this actually as a pretty decent interactive engine, but I think counterspells are an absolute premium in this format, especially if you draft a Dragons deck. They're so hard to play around, and good early interaction is hard to come by, whereas ways to get card advantage in the mid to late game are easy to come by. You have Sibsig Appraiser, you have Riverwheel Sweep, you have Rakshasa's Bargain, Focus the Mind. So I think these effects are far more valuable, and I will take the Dispelling Exhale out of that pack. Moving on to pack 1, pick 5. That's Assault Road Pack Beast, which I do like. But usually my control decks typically don't have as many creatures. And I tried drafting Jeskai a bunch with very, very poor success. So it's not really something that I want to move into. I think I'm just going to take Temur Monument here. This is just exactly where I want to be. I love the monuments more so than all these other cards. So let's take Sultai and Temur Monument. So we are setting ourselves up really, really nicely to basically just take any good card that comes our direction. Now I will take a Nomad Outpost for some mana fixing. I do like Focus the Mind, but we already have an Appraiser and a couple of monuments as mana sinks. I'd rather just take the Tri-lands whenever they present themselves. Although the first Focus the Mind is definitely valuable, but I'm hoping that this is early enough in the draft where I can pick up, a Bewildering Blizzard, another Appraiser, cards of that nature, and just take a Nomad Outpost to make sure I have good mana. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 7. Few interesting options here. I don't really need to take Temur Devotee this early. Piercing Exhale can be okay, but right now I feel like I need creatures more than that. I have a Temur Monument, a Sultai Monument. Basically, it's between something like a Temur Tawny Back that I can pretty reliably play early-ish, or I can take something like a Focus the Mind. And, I think I will take the Tawny Back here, just because this is just a nice, beefy creature that I can play. And it still, kind of gets me where I need to be. Now, that is a late Shock Brigade. It is a little bit too late now, though, given what we have to move into this. But this is a pretty big sign that Mardu might be open. But for me, I'm just going to take the best card in the pack. Here, there's a land, but I will take Lie in Wait here, as that is an excellent value card. And definitely makes it so that you want more creatures. Getting back Sipsig Appraiser is nice just to get value. And then getting back Temur Tawny back is nice because it is a way to deal 4 damage to something. So good setup here. Excellent mana, right? Excellent mana. A couple of interactive spells. Missing the dragons. Hopefully we get that in the next pack. I don't mind Riverwalk Technique. Fortress Kinguard also in the pack. Yes, I recognize Boros could have been the thing, but this is kind of where we are. And it is just too difficult to pivot out of what we have here so far. But yeah, good mana. Like I said, fine start, but definitely needs more power. And now, given that we have double Monument, double Tri-land, we can definitely take... If we have a close pick between a land and a spell, I think I'm probably going to lean towards the spell for now, just to make sure we get, one, enough playables, and also just ratchet up the power level of our deck. All right, there's another Riverwalk Technique. 2 is kind of like the maximum number of Riverwalk Techniques that I want to play, but I really don't like Riling Dawnbreaker. This is one of the weaker dragons in my opinion, especially like if I'm going to play it on the splash. With 2 monuments, I can certainly you can make the argument for going down. Oh my gosh. Shock Brigade with 3 cards left. I know, but I just got to take the Windscarred Crag here. All right. Well, this also makes the fact that we haven't been seeing a lot of power make a lot of sense because nobody's in Mardu. If nobody's in Mardu, everybody's in 5 color. Last pick, Bearer of Glory. Oh gosh. This is going to be a tough draft here, folks, because I think it was too difficult for me to move away from red-white, but because nobody else is in red-white, everybody is in 5 color. All right, let's take the Shrine Keeper here. It's a dragon. It's powerful. I have plenty of white fixing. Also, Einok Wayfarer is an interesting card. It's a card that has a pretty good win rate, but I just don't really love it in the decks that I end up drafting just because I don't really put a high priority on renew cards. So if you don't have a bunch of renew and harmonize, I think it's less good. Okay, well, we got past Eshki. That's a great sign. I don't know what they took. Probably like an Ugin or something. But we are going to slam the Eshki. There's a war effort in the pack for the beatdown decks, but at this point, that ship has sailed. And we cannot complain about starting pack 2 with a Jeskai Shrine Keeper and an Eshki. Excellent, excellent start here to pack 2 and exactly the type of power that we needed for this deck. Also, it's not clear that green is our primary color, right? Like, we're just blue X, kind of. Yeah, we're just blue X. Like, we could be blue-red with a little bit of green and some white or whatever. So, like, we might not have the mana to even play this on turn 2. Here, Kintry 7th is okay removal, but it's just not better than Sipsig Appraiser and there's a Caustic Exhale, but not, look, full stop. Sipsig Appraiser is the best common in the set. It's Sipsig Appraiser, Molten Exhale, and Dispelling Exhale, in my opinion, as the 3 best. And so I'm just going to take the Appraiser here. All right, moving on. Ooh, Frontier Bivouac seems like an awesome, awesome card. More, how many Shock Brigades would I have had? Like 47? Anyways, this is a pack where there's nothing too powerful. Like, I don't care that much about Auroral Procession. And I know I can't pronounce that too well, but Frontier Bivouac's everything that I want here. So 3 Tri-lands here and 2 Monuments, continuing to shore up our mana base here. And what do we take in pack 2, pick 5? We can either take an interactive spell in the Osseous Exhale, although white, it's like, we're not going to be too heavy in white, so I'm not going to rely on this as removal that often. There is a Tranquil Cove, but I don't think I'm interested in that. There's a Dragonstorm Forecaster, which is a highly speculative card if I pick up a Globe, but I am just going to take a good, solid, playable card for my deck. And this is a card that I've actually been more and more impressed by while I play, only because a 4/4 reach creature is exactly the size you need to battle all the dragons that exist in this format. So let's take the Pummeler. You know, if your mana is good enough too, just like this is a totally fine quote-unquote splash card as well. Had we taken the Dragonstorm thing, I would have taken the Boulderborn Dragon, I guess. But I'm just going to take Temur Tani back. Just make sure that we can curve out pretty well. And wow, pack 2, pick 7, Glacial Dragon Hunt. Love to see that. Narset's Rebuke is a totally fine removal spell as well, but I do not think it is better than the Glacial Dragon Hunt there. So pack 2 is going super, super well. We got a Tri-land, an Appraiser, good value cards, a Pummeler, filling out the curve really, really nicely. Some things to do early, good mana fixing. So very, very happy with the way this pack is going. Pack 2, pick 8, another Monument. Let's go. Like it over the Temur Devotee. These are just kind of free. And if I don't end up with enough late game cards, I do not mind actually playing a Earth Carver, but I will not take it over the Temur Monument here. And now that we have triple Monument in our deck, we can definitely play 16 lands here. I actually am in the market for a card draw spell, so I am happy about the Focus the Mind here. Because I think most of these 5-color soup-ish decks want like 4 card draw effects. Sipsig Appraiser I count as kind of like half. So this is like 2. So I can certainly use like 1 more card draw effect here if necessary. You know, a Bewildering Blizzard, anything of that nature would be good. This is just a travesty. You know what's funny is like whenever I try to draft aggro these days, like there's just 2 other drafters and my deck's horrible. And now you have drafts like this where there's just like a war effort with 5 cards left, which is just unbelievable. Agent of Codas kind of stinks though, so I don't want to play that card. Just not going to play any of these cards here, really. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 cards. Okay, that's good. We're on track. 16 cards that I'm happy playing. And certainly I can also consider playing an Embermouth Sentinel because it looks like we're going to want to touch on all the different colors. Bloodfell Caves this late is a gift. Do love that. So is Fortress Kinguard. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, Tranquil Cove is also a gift. Somehow, wait, how is everybody 5 colors and not Mardu? And somehow I'm getting lands like last pick. That's ridiculous. So 1, 2, 3, 4 white sources for basically the Shrine Keeper. That's my only white card. Sure. Happy enough with that. All right, let's move on. Let us move on. Not going to take Jeskai Monument. 3 Monument is kind of my limit here. I think this is just an easy Sirach. Just could use another solid 3-mana creature. I guess we are going to be kind of a blue-green base deck, splashing red and white and black and all the other colors. But yeah, let's go ahead and slam Sirach. And really, really nice start. Ooh, interesting pack. What's our black mana situation? We have a Sultai Monument, Bloodfell Caves, and a Swamp. So that's 3 black sources. There's Dragon Sniper as well, but there's also Rakshasa's Bargain. This card is just too good. I just love counterspells in general. I do have some card draw effects as well, and I just feel like my mana is going to be able to get me there on this. I can easily just play the Embermouth Sentinel here if I need. This card is just amazing. Amazing. I've even just playing this at instant speed to ambush something, gain 3 life, surveil 3. That is just excellent against the various Mardu decks as well. So I just think it's too much better not to take out of that pack. All right, moving on to pack 3, pick 3. You know, this certainly needs a top-end card. I don't have enough. I have like 1 dragon, so I can't really take this. There's a Tawny back, but I actually think I'm going to take Dragon Brood's Relic here. I'm actually lower on this card than I initially used to be, but I do I recognize this as basically like a 7 mana late game card that basically kind of can try to stabilize you and win the game. And that's what I'm treating it as. So I will take it here. And I will probably play the Embermouth Sentinel here as well. Not sure on the Einok Wayfarer, but yeah, let's play the Relic. I could use another big thing to win the game with. For what it's worth, I don't really look at this as a card that I'm using to generate mana for the most part. Although I might do it here. Here, I will take Dragon Sniper. I could use some more cheap things, and this is just the perfect card to kind of hold everything at bay. I feel like my late game is now looking okay. Much better than Sagu Pummeler. Much better than Dragon's Prey, in my opinion. Chicken Jockey, just... I don't really care for an effect like this. I like it more when I'm in my Mardu aggro decks. So I'll take the Dragon Sniper here. Also, it's another cheap creature that I'm happy playing with that I can use with the Dragon Brood's Relic. Oh my gosh. How do I have a pack that has just literally everything I want? Now, I don't care about Mammoth Bellow, but Dragonstorm Globe is fantastic. Dispelling Exhale is okay. I actually only have one dragon, so it's not as good. And I can also play in Inevitable Defeat, which I've really, really loved as a removal spell. I've been super impressed with this card in general. I think my mana is going to be pretty good here, so let's take the Defeat. This is premium removal. This is what got me kind of back-to-back trophies previously, so I'm going to take it here and just assume that my mana is going to work. I got a Relic, 3 Monuments, a Sentinel, 3 Tri-lands. Like, it has to, right? Like, you just can't play a deck. You can, but playing a deck with 3 Monuments, a Relic, and a Globe, like, yeah, that's fine, but it's not great. Here, I'll take another 2-mana counter. I'm sure at this point, you know, I put a high premium on these. I do like it more than the Piercing Exhale. That is another Relic. 6, 24. Don't need Mardu Devotee. There is a Rugged Highlands. This might be pushing it. I'll play the second Relic, I guess. We need to cut some cards here now, actually. All right, there's a Boulderborn Dragon. I actually don't have any dragon cards, so it doesn't really matter. I think I'm just going to take... I think I have enough ways to win, and I just don't want... I'll just play Focus the Mind. Now, unclear that I'm going to have to play this Sentinel, but it is my other 2-mana creature, and I can play it like with any mana that I have, and it kind of helps shore everything up. So I think I can certainly play it here. Another Sentinel. Don't really care about Rescue Leopard. Although, wait, Rescue Leopard plus double Dragonbrood's Relic is really interesting, actually. Huh. I don't really care about the Brushmaster. Ugh, I'll take Jeskai Monument. I'm a sucker for the monuments. Temur Devotee also seems like a fine creature. I don't really care about the tiger. Okay, wow. I didn't actually think I would end up with enough playables here. So now we have to make some tough cuts here. Can probably just cut the Sentinel. Oh my gosh, a Globe with 2 cards left? What is happening? What is actually happening here? You know what? You can probably make the case that I can play 15 lands here, honestly. 6, 27. Is that crazy? And just play all the monuments? Like, what do I need as far as basics go? 1 plains. 1 mountain. 1 swamp. 3, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What are my colors? I have lots of blue. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 more blue. 8 blue. And like 2 green maybe. 2, 3. Wow, 3 green sources? But I do have 3 monuments. So that's 6 green sources. And then a globe. Okay. So 3, 7, 3, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 lands. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe this is... Temur, certainly I have enough targets. Jeskai, I also have enough targets because I have a bunch of islands. Same thing with Sultai. Okay. And these all just let me do things in the late game. I'm just a little bit worried that this might just be going a little too crazy on the monuments, but I actually want to push this and see what it looks like if I do something like this. I'm just going to cut all the bad cards and see what I'm left with. Okay, so I probably should cut an island here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then because all of these get me blue. Yeah, I can actually cut another island. Probably just want to play another forest then. Because there's still green things I kind of want to play early-ish. So this still only gives me 4 green, plus this is 7 green. 7 green and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue. Granted, these aren't always going to get blue, but this seems like a more fair distribution. And having 3 islands is pretty important for Jeskai Monument to have enough targets. Sultai were fine, and Temur were also fine. Okay. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lands. Okay, we are trying 15 lands here. Now, what is the last card that we cut from this deck? It could be one of the Dragon Brood's relics. Could totally see that being the case. We have 10 creatures, but keep in mind, these are all creatures. So that's 4 more creatures. And then this is also 2 more creatures. I can also cut one of these cards, like a Riverwalk Technique and a Focus the Mind. I think it's one of these doubles. That's kind of where I'm at. Which one of these doubles do I want to cut? I think I'll just cut a Riverwalk Technique. I think that's fine. I feel like I'm a little bit concerned with late game ways to win the game, so that's what the Relic's going to be. And I do feel like the card draw is going to be pretty good. So let's go ahead and try something like this. This is definitely a wild one. Let us see if this ends up panning out for us. I am not playing some of these 2-mana creatures, so hopefully the counterspells and monuments into 3 drops are going to be enough for us to stave off whatever aggression our opponents can have. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and would like to support the channel in a different way, I have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Really want to give a special shout out to all the patrons, as I want to thank all of you for your support. It truly means a lot, and doing this content creation thing would be very, very difficult without all of your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I feel is a really great way to up your limited game, so make sure you check it out. All right, opponent on the play. I like how I can't cast anything. Well, I guess I can play this Dragon Brood's Relic. Okay, well, we drew a Sultai Monument, so there you go. It unlocked my hand. I will use that to get... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's just play the tap land. I don't need to play out the Monument just yet. Red, white, black. I can actually cast everything now. That Tranquil Cove was huge. Okay. Let us kill that. What do I want to pitch? A lot of good options. I want to keep the Pummeler and the Shrine Keeper. I think it's one of these 2 cards. They are looking like they're more of a red-white aggro deck. I think I don't need the Monument, so let's discard that. Now we'll play the Swamp. Like, all these life gain effects seem quite strong. Tempest Hawk? Uh-oh. I mean, how many can they have? I don't want to use another removal spell on it. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess if they kill my Pummeler, so be it, right? It's just like, you're not going to have more than 5. Exhale, I guess? What are you doing? All right, fair enough. I mean, it is not bad to just kill the Hawk at this point, right? Hands, am I right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just get it out of here. Our hand is loaded, by the way. All kinds of gas. Seize opportunity. Oh, they hit a Tempest Hawk. Okay, this is fine. All right, now we just go... Oh, I can't cast this? My bad. I thought I could. All right, let's go... Sipsig Appraiser. Let's take Fankeeper's Familiar. Let's play the Relic. Let's play Bivouac. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I draw an untapped land, I can play the... I can crack the Relic. But we have just no shortage of action here. So they don't actually want to play Tempest Talk, huh? That is fine. I probably want to keep up Dispelling Exhale. So I don't want to play the Monument. Let's do this. Oh, if we draw an untapped land, okay, that's fine. All right. I'm at 25. I don't care if this thing hits me for a bunch. But having the Relic into Counterspell seems really good. Especially because they were looking for mana. They get back. Okay, it's just a 3-4, right? Doesn't get anything back. Oh! It gets... Okay, fine. I should have countered it. My bad. Do I counter that? Yeah, I'm gonna just fire stuff off. That was my bad. I should have countered the bodyguard. I thought this was only creatures. I forgot that they had that Fire Rim form or whatever. Not that it's a big deal. The thing is, popping this doesn't actually do much, right? Keeping up Fanekeeper's Familiar seems pretty nice, though. So, as much as I'd like to be able to... Well, pumping this also seems really good. Like, maybe I just don't care about countering something. Okay. Blue, red, green. Okay. I mean, we are just getting unlimited value here, so we are good. We have a 6/6 that with ward. We're at 22 life. Like, we should be fine. Okay. That was good. They can't even tap this down. Oh, they can. That's funny. Okay, what do I have in my grave? I can get back the Pummeler with Lie in Wait, which should be pretty good. I should probably kill these bodyguards. Yeah. You know what? Actually, aren't they just dead? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, they're not dead just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Because I can lie in wait and kill this, which I kind of want to do anyways. Oh, I could have won. Oh, son of a gun. Oh, no, I still win. What am I saying? Okay. Okay. That wasn't the cleanest game. I could have also used Glacial Dragon Hunt to deal more damage to that thing. But yeah. I mean, we simply just overpowered our opponents, and they stumbled just a little bit. And when the game goes to the late game, like, our deck is really, really hard to beat. All right. That was good. Let's keep going. All right, 15 land deck. Can we get there? Well, I mean, this is like a 6 land hand, I guess. Let's go Windscarred Crag, play Forest, play Temur Monument, get an island. Roiling Dragonstorm is really good. Okay. Actually, let's play Jeskai Monument and get an island. I think that's better. Or okay. Sure. I want more blue sources anyways. Sipsig Appraiser. Alright, alright. I see what you're doing. And this is why we played Double Focus the Mind. Like, nobody's... You know, people aren't really trying to pressure you. These monuments are all going to have a lot of value here in the late game. I did this so that if I draw a tap land... I can play Inevitable Defeat if I really need to kill something, and play the tap land. It's just a very minor thing, though. All right, Sultai Monument. Look at us. Look at us go. Okay, Temur Tawny back is not bad. Oh, I should have thinned out my deck first, I guess. Do I want blue or green? I'm gonna get green just because I have, what, another Teamer? What are my monuments? I have another Teamer monument and a Sultai one. I mean, I don't think it really matters based on what we have here, but... Hey, look, we have the biggest creature in play. We're good. They're gonna start playing dragons, though. There's the dragon. Yep. Okay. Wow. Well, that was certainly good. One, two, three, four, 5 mana. I'm doing it like this just because I feel like it's pretty unlikely for them to have 2 removal spells. So I just want to add to my board. And by playing out all of this mana, like if I just draw any land, I can also just kill the Shrine Keeper. And this way I can save the inevitable defeat for something else. So we have access to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I can't pop this and keep up Riverwalk Technique. They've drawn a lot more cards than we have, though. We have card draw effects in our deck, but just haven't found it yet. Okay, no attacks from the opponent. Oh, we did find the land, though. Huh. Alright, I am going to attack with the Tawny back. It's a wild block. Okay. So I can't cast Inevitable Defeat, but I still have access to Riverwalk Technique, which is pretty good. And I guess they blocked because I have the Dragonbrood's Relic here. Probably just going to Relic next turn, but we'll see what they do. Boulderborn Dragon. Yep. And that Dragonstorm is just going off. I gotta think here. I kind of just want to bounce this and just start going for a really nice tempo turn where I kill the dragon and just like win with all my flyers. Like if they want to draw that, so be it, right? Otherwise, I kill the 4/3 because I'm basically out of action at this point. They drew that, okay. Oh, that's good. Because now I don't even have to tap the sniper, although I don't think that matters. The way I look at it is getting their life total pretty low here, and then finishing things off with a well-timed inevitable defeat is a pretty good pathway to winning this game. Especially because they've drawn a gazillion cards. Wow. I mean, that is certainly one way to come back here. What a turn here for the opponent. I mean, this card is really strong. You know, I hope they just deck themselves. That's what I'm hoping for. Ooh. I mean, if I don't draw something, I just... Okay. Oh. That's interesting. Is that worth discarding just to get in for a bunch of damage? Like I said, long term, I'm not going to win. So I just need to focus on the short term here. And if I discard this, I can make a 5/5 as well. All right. Okay. Now, obviously, if they have like the Sultai Wrath or something, that's pretty bad. But hey, look, they've done a lot to spin their wheels and draw a million cards. But we have lots of creatures in play with an inevitable defeat in hand and a Glacial Dragon Hunt in the graveyard. So, you know, we have a chance here. We certainly still have a chance here. But Narset's Rebuke is just like literally the perfect card to help them come back here. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, actually, how gross that is. Okay. I have Teamer Tawny back to get back. Yikes. They're at 13. So if they block the Pummeler, how bad is that? All right, Raiko, what you got? I mean, a really nice Dragons deck, if I do say so myself. Like, this is how most of my Dragons decks look. And we kind of ran out of action here, so. I'm hoping they just, like, deck themselves. They've drawn so many more cards. Yeah, they discarded the other Dragonstorm. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that card's completely irrelevant. So they're just like on air at this point, I would say. 3 cards in hand, and they have a Sultai Monument, which they haven't used yet. Okay. Need to put a little more pressure here, I think. Okay, we can cast Lion Weight. The question is, what do I want to get back? I think it's probably the Tawny back. Let's kill this. Okay. They're at 8. Okay, there's the island. All right. Let's go wide. They also have their own monument, which is, you know, something they can do. It feels like their deck might just be lacking in ways to close out the game. Like, getting a globe here seems kind of mopey. Whereas a monument is a great draw there for us. All right, there's your globe. I guess they can play a dragon here, or they can make some 2/2s. Okay. Well, that's probably game. Four, 5, 6. Bam. All right, that was a good game. We actually didn't need to draw a million cards, and we were able to play a long, grindy matchup against another 5-color deck and come out on top. And this is where, you know, sometimes you can draw a million cards, but if you don't have enough action or ways to play to the board, that can also be problematic. And I think that was the downfall of our opponent, because they just didn't have enough creatures. All right, playing against Sam Black. So, great Magic player. All I know is I'm going to have to use my brain. Probably. Oh no, maybe they're aggro. We'll see. My hand is fine. I can't play this Teamer Tawny back, but drawing the Sipsig Appraiser was obviously great. Never mind, they're just... Okay, Furious Forebear, sure. That is a Sultai Monument. Okay. I don't need Windscarred Crag. I'd rather just have Untapped Island here. It's funny. This is like a trade that we're both happy with. Whoa! What happened? What is this? Is this some tech I don't know about? Watcher of the Wayside. What the heck? Alright, well, I'll play the Pummeler. Next turn, we're going to go Sultai Monument for a land into Teamer Tawny back, probably. What the hell? I guess I'll take it. I mean, this attack is just so suspect, you know what I mean? Scavenger Regent, okay. Let's play this and see what we find. Okay, there's an Appraiser. Now I will play a Sultai Monument and get a Swamp. I don't need more than one forest, I think. Well, I have infinite blue, though. Okay, let's just do this. Okay. I mean, Scavenger Regent is problematic, because I don't really have any removal here. Play your trick, sir. Sure. One mana Caustic Exhale is a big game, because they get to play just a bunch more things here. Oh, Dragon Sniper was fantastic. They have 3 cards. All right. Mardu Monument. Okay. Whale of War. Yeah, that's annoying. Yep. Okay, well, I'm just going to play this and surveil. Woo! Oh, that is just some delicious, delicious action. I kind of want everything. I definitely want Lie in Wait here. Next turn. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. I just want everything. Okay, sure. Let's just keep our life total high. Okay, so we discard Temur Monument, I believe. What do I get back? I need to get back one of my 4-power things. Oh, my mana doesn't really work the way that I want it to. Blue, green, red. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit awkward. Sure. Let's get back the Tawny back. Forget this. Discard this. Okay. They have 2 cards in hand. Maybe I don't want the Riverwalk technique. Yeah, maybe that was bad. All right, let's just... I need to, like, not waste my time, though. Let's get the Relic. All right. Okay, I got some damage in. Whoa, what a draw. All right. I just feel like I have probably the late game covered here, so let's just keep this around. The encampment deals a bunch of damage too, which is why I just want to keep more things back, but I'm not interested in chumping with the Sipsig Appraiser, so this feels like it does a good combination of what I want. All out assault, what the hell? Oh my gosh, that is gross. That is absolutely gross. So I definitely block here. Oh, what is this? Creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch? Are you kidding me? And they get to attack again? Wow. I mean, I gotta block. That was horrible for me. But I gotta do what I gotta do. Alright, let's draw a land, I guess. Untap land. Oh, Glacial Dragon Hunt is also good. Okay, red? It doesn't really matter, huh? Okay. Okay, hopefully I'm not dead. Okay. Are you kidding me? How? Like, their deck went from looking terrible to somehow this? Oh my gosh. I have to block, I guess. I mean, I don't have a choice. Okay. I guess I just need an answer to the Siegebreaker. God. What an absurd sequence here. Like, I can make a 4/4, but that's just not enough here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Just doesn't get it done. Does not get it done. Yeah, I'm just dead. Wow. I needed the... I was trying to find inevitable defeat, but... All right, well, I guess 2 mythic rares will get it done. That was... Like, when I looked at my hand and the board, and based on their anemic start, I really thought I had a really high chance to win that game. But that mythic legend, like, I guess I shouldn't... Well, no. I honestly, I think my planes were totally fine. It's just they set up a nice little turn there where they got the all-out assault going. I had Eshki in play. Like, everything was going my way. And that enchantment on top of Mardu Siegebreaker, like, I even intentionally cleared out the entire board. So the only way things go really badly for me is if they play a really good haste creature. And they did. They played the best haste creature with another creature to follow that up. So, you know what? Losing that game is totally fine. Those are the games where I feel like 9 times out of 10, I'm going to win that match. But that one, I did not. All right, let's keep this. Let's play the sniper. You don't have a 1-drop. Oh. Ooh, that's a good one, too. Blue, green, red. So I guess just getting blue here is fine, right? Although, hold on, I gotta think, just in terms of my mana. This gives me 3, 4... That was a good draw. Because they're going to get their orb. I'll take the technique. Only because, like, next turn I can go Temur Monument, right? So, just want to use the Temur Monument to get an island. Okay, they play their orb, or globe, whatever. Let's get our island. Let's attack. I don't know why I attack with that one. Let's play Focus the Mind. And discard. I think I just want untap lands here, so let's just discard the Monastery. Like, with the Relic and the Globe, I should have all the colors I need. But yeah, I mean, we are chugging along nicely. I mean, so are they. They got the turn 3 Globe going. They're going to use this to kill my Sniper, which is fine. And presumably they're going to just keep using this Forecaster, which feels bad, but... Okay. Curious if I just want to add something to the battlefield here, or just keep developing my mana. Nah, let's just make a 5/5. Like, they can play a dragon here, right? But the thing is, we have plenty of mana already. Yeah, they got a stupid Boulderborn dragon, which is fine. And I guess, I mean, they're probably not even going to play it. They just got it. Yeah, Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Okay, fair enough. It's a very, very good card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lion Weight doesn't seem particularly strong. And here, I'm just hoping they don't have a counterspell, because I'd like to bounce the Shrine Keeper. If they have another Shrine Keeper, that would suck. Yeah, but if they have a counterspell, I mean, they've sequenced this very, very well. Okay, that was really good for us. Really, really good for us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. Do I kill this Forecaster? Or do I not care? Okay. Wait, they don't want the Shrine Keeper? Okay, that's fine. Alright. Let's make a Baneslayer. Alright, this is not too bad. We got 2 5/5s in play and they're at 10 life. We are the aggressors here. They have the Sunset Strike Master and Boulderborn Dragon. They can pump the Boulderborn Dragon, make it into a 5/5. So hopefully I can find some way to deal with this. I think leading things off with Sultai Monument into Focus the Mind makes a lot of sense. Let's go get an island, I guess. A forest or island? Did we draw the plains? Okay, so then I should get forest. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's think. I can play the Eshki, which is very good, but then my dragon's gonna die. But I don't really have like that many other good options. So let's discard the forest. $16 cards left, okay. Glacial Dragon Hunt. Okay. Alright, they're at 5. They are at 5 life. So this is already 3 damage, right? If they kill my Eshki, I can get it back and kill something too. So I have a lot of pressure. I've drawn a lot of cards. I'm playing to the board a little bit better. And I have this Glacial Dragon Hunt to get rid of this Strike Master. And they're just on mono Boulderborn Dragons. Dragonback Lancer. Okay. This is interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can actually play this and crack it on the same turn. Not sure that I need to. I think this is just better. Oh my gosh. We hit Inevitable Defeat. That is outrageous. I don't care about this counterspell. Let's kill that. This thing has Trample. 4... I can play this, hold on, to pump this, and then both of these have to get blocked. Alright. Alright. Got to trigger Eshki twice, draw a bunch of cards. And we were able to outvalue our opponent's Globe deck. So that's a good feeling. We are 3-1. We're 3 and Sam Black. Sam Black! You have gotten your revenge. Sadness. Sadness on the stack. Alright. Well, I will say, the deck has felt very smooth. Okay, Dismal Backwater. So we got... Alright. Just... I'm surprised there's just, I don't have a video that's like 47, like that's just a gazillion hours. All right, double appraiser is nice. See, that's the thing, right? You just never worry. Like, when you play the appraiser, it's just like, you just feel so happy. You have not a worry in the world. Although turn 3 globe means they can have a good aggressive draw here. Ooh, which one do I want? I don't need another green. I guess I'll, hold on. I guess I'll take the Jeskai Monument. Like, I might just need more flyers to just chump with, especially if they play like a big dragon here. Yep, there's a Boulderborn Dragon. There's a globe. Okay. It's not ideal. I mean, first person to go globe into dragon generally is going to be in a pretty good spot, I'm just going to say. I don't think I'm interested in the Shrine Keeper. Like, next turn, like, I think I'm just kind of interested in continuing to develop my mana. And the Pummeler is not terrible. So if I go something like Jeskai Monument into Pummeler, I don't think that's bad. I think these are probably the targets in their deck. Undergrowth Leper. Oh, come on. Yeah, jerk face. They came ready for this matchup. You know what I mean? They were ready. Okay, well, at least they're playing some nonsense as well. Okay, hopefully they're just out of action. Eshki? Gosh. They have one card. All right. This is just... This can snowball the game, especially with the Surveil. So, let's play Pummeler. Maybe they don't attack me. Oh my gosh. Okay. The hits do not stop, apparently. They have a... Okay, you know what? Not too bad. Just a Synchronized Charge, which costs 5 mana. Okay. Okay, so that's a land. I mean, that does threaten like a ton of damage. The problem with this Eshki is it just doesn't... It doesn't use my mana in the best way possible. Like, I can go Jeskai Monument, Focus the Mind, but that doesn't add to my board, right? And I do feel like I need to play something here just to block. And the best blocker is technically the Eshki. Alternatively, I can just play this so that they can't attack me with the Boulderborn. Yeah, let's just do that. Whatever. I'll double block the Boulderborn. Let's go. Because next turn, being able to go Monument plus Eshki seems really strong, right? So I just need to tap accordingly. What? I don't need blue. I have 2 blue already. Red. I have 2 red. And I don't need white. Okay, I guess I just get blue then. So this and this maybe. And then blue, red, green. Okay. Keru gold. Oh, they drew it. That's really unlucky. Oh, and they get a treasure. I mean, they're going off. Sure. No attacks. Okay. Dispelling Exhale. I am in no position to keep up counterspells here. We are doing the Monument play into the Eshki, I think. All right, so let's go land. We're getting an island, right? So blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. Okay. Let's get island. Play Eshki. Draw a card. Okay. At any point, if they draw a way to kill my thing, I'm in big trouble. Hopefully they draw some lands. Or basically just, they can play things. I just don't want them to draw like a removal spell. I guess the Gold Keeper is pretty annoying here, right? Because then they can give something else flying. So that's really good. So maybe I have to take this damage. But I'll block the Boulderborn. What the hell is this attack? What did they draw? I have no idea. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Hold on. I mean, I have to block some stuff. Okay, so they top deck something amazing. Oh, that's not even that bad, actually. I mean, it was good, obviously. It was good. It killed 2 things, but like... We're not dead. Okay? Not being dead is still okay here. Wow, they hit Roamer's Routine. How lucky. How lucky. We're at 11 life, and we have no flyers. Oh, I have a reach creature. Okay, let's play this. Let's hope to hit something good. Nope, that's terrible. Blue, green. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll draw a card off Eshki. Okay, we'll attack. And we are, like, super dead here. Alright, we are Monument Flooded this time. We are certainly Monument Flooded. I mean, that was a good Bewildering Blizzard. That was a great top deck. And now they have so many cards where I just feel like we're just a little bit too far behind. I really, really needed to find a removal spell. Like, the Inevitable Defeat would just be incredible, right? If I can kill that Goldkeeper, that would be so, so big. As is, trouble, trouble, trouble. Well, yeah, they have more mana than us. They have better creatures than us. Hit 2 lands, so presumably they got some spells. Dragonologist, yep. Oh, their deck is great. Caustic Exhale? Come on. I mean, I just got to block. I just got to block. Stay alive. I can kill the Goldkeeper, but that doesn't seem particularly strong. Okay, now what? I can make a couple of chump blockers, right? Is that like my only play? They have 4 cards in hand. They have 1,000,000 attackers. I can't play a creature here, I don't think. Yeah, we're dead. We're mega dead. I can Spectral Denial for 2 or Dispelling Exhale for 2. We got outvalued here. And we didn't get enough time to get our monuments going, and we're dying with 2 Focus the Minds in our hand. There's too many big things. I could have also put, like, a counters on my Eshki and hope that that's good enough, but they've drawn far too many cards as well. Like, they cast Bargain and Blizzard, so I just don't think we're gonna come out on top here. Armament Dragon. Okay, we're dead. Yep, but this just... Everybody has the same deck. It just... Who got the sweetest version of the same deck everybody drafts? We are currently 3-2. We have 3 wins against those types of decks, I think, and 1 loss. And then 1 loss to Sam's Mardu thing. And let's keep it going. All right, opponent on the play. This is certainly a hand of magic cards. I will keep this. I have a couple of Dragonbrood's relics that don't do too much, but... The thought process here is if my opponent doesn't have too quick of a start, I can use the Glacial Dragon Hunt to kill something. And hopefully that finds me into lands as well. Don't play the stupid 2/1 haste creature. Okay, Rolling Dragonstorm is also very good. Okay. Let's play the tap land. Like, it's interesting to play Forest Relic, but I'd much rather just play Sirach. Right? So that seems like a really good thing to do. And then figure things out accordingly. They probably have a counterspell here. Nope. Alright. That's good for us. Presumably they're going to play a creature, right? Okay, it's a removal spell, so I get to draw a card at least. Okay. I would love a land. An untapped land, namely, would be quite nice. But I guess I'll just settle with Sipsig Appraiser. This digs me deeper, so I think I want this more. And of course, I hate absolutely everything. Come on! Really? And I have to discard another card? This is just gross. I needed a land in the top. To say that I'm frustrated here would be an understatement. Okay, so I can get an island or a mountain off of this. Probably a mountain. I should just block here. I should just block there. Oh. I don't know whether or not it was correct to block the other relic, but in case they had a more aggressive start, being able to play the pummeler doesn't seem that bad. Okay, they have Molten Exhale, which is fine. 4 cards in hand. How would I like to proceed? Do I want blue, red, or green? I think I just want green. I don't think I want to play Focus the Mind yet. Let's just add to the board. Like, I don't know what they're working with here necessarily. Obviously, I want to hold off on these dragons. Okay, Molten Exhale is fine. Alright, all of the monuments. Let's play the Relic. Just playing around counter magic and removal. Play some flyers. The flyers also turn on the Relic. Like, they're clearly on some Jeskai-ish control deck here, so we can just play this patiently here. Glacial Dragon Hunt, we do not care. But wow, if I draw an untapped land, that would be really nice. Okay, we drew a tapped land. So now we just go Sagu to Dragon Hunt. Discard Monument. Kill the Stalwart. Play the Bloodfell Caves. Alright, alright, alright. I'm feeling pretty good about this now. We have a decent board. We have a Monument in play. We have a Relic in play as well that we can all pop. And we have a Lie in Wait to get back potentially a Sirach. Glacial Dragon Hunt doesn't kill anything too good here. And what do I want to do now? What is this? Oh, they can play it next turn. I see. I love the monuments. Look at this. They have to play Quarry Mountain Stalwart. But they can't really kill anything that I have in play. They can obviously follow this up with something, but it's not particularly strong. Now, I can just go get back Sirach. I'll play Sirach. They can't counter it. Okay, I will attack with these two. And I'm not even going to play Focus the Mind. Like, I'm just going to play around Dispelling Exhale here. if they want to go land Glacial Dragon Hunt to kill the Sirach, then that's good. Because then, like, their removal spell is gone, and then I can fire off the Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Yeah. Just too much value, and they got stuck on lands, and we ended up getting it done. Okay, so 4-2. Lots of mid-rangey, grindy matchups. And happy with this, happy with what's happening right now. Let's keep going. Alrighty, Benny D Jazz. All right, on the play here. Yeah, definitely keeping this hand. No green sources, but whatever. The Relic is kind of a late game card anyways. I do have turn 2 Exhale, but I think I'm just going to play the tap land here. Oh, that changes things. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Monument and get a green source. The thing is, I can't cast the Inevitable Defeat if I get the green source, but I do have the Dragon Brood's Relic, so. Teamer Devotee, sure. Let's play the Appraiser. Next turn I can go Relic, Exhale, keep a tap land up. Take the Globe for sure. Hopefully they don't play, yeah. How does all the Diamond and Mythic play? Like, stop passing these people. This card always goes later than I feel like it should. I want to get my tap lands going. I would much rather have the mana here, so. Okay, let's get Globe going. They want to counter that, that's fine. Let's play another tap land and go. Like, I have a Relic with all these lands. Do you really want to counter that? It doesn't seem very good. Okay, you get to resolve your 3-drop. I couldn't counter that anyways. Why would you do that? Alright. So if they kill my 5/5, which obviously there's a chance that they do, that's fine. Oh, that's gross. That's super gross. Okay, well, whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Let's get Sirach out of here. Gain some life. Nothing to get back with Lion Weight still. They have 4 cards in hand. We have another Dragon Brood's Relic, which is great. Obviously, another removal spell here would be very, very strong. But if not, we have a Flying Lifelinking Dragon. We also have Inevitable Defeat if they play like a ginormous dragon. Sipsig Appraiser. Yeah, okay. And Mammoth Bellow? Wow. That's some sick, sick value. Okay. No attacks. Okay. Wow, we are countering that. Blue, black, green. Okay. That one we want to have survive. So now we have Inevitable Defeat plus Vanekeeper's Familiar available. I'll take the 7 damage only because I'm leaning on this dragon to gain me a bunch of life. And also I'm leaning on this as a mana source to be able to pop this relic and make another flying dragon thing. And we have answers to both. Like, we have answers to any big thing for the most part they can play. They do have 4 cards though, but I don't mind this scenario right now. Feel like we're doing okay. There's a land. Mammoth Bellow, okay. Focus the mind. Oh, that's really good. Can't really do anything there. I think I need to use my mana here. So I will kill this 5/5. It doesn't feel great, I will say, but I think it's pretty important to not fall too far behind. Just have a pair of dragons in play. And now, at the very least, like, we are absolutely winning the race. And we have a couple of 4/4s in play, and we still have a lot of action in our hand still. So don't hate this spot. We are limited on the green sources that we have. But they still just need to answer both of these reliquary dragons. So this is their big turn here. No creature. How do I still have no creatures? Whatever. I mean, obviously I can surveil and do something with that. Constrictor Sage I don't care about that much. Okay, they're racing me. Okay. That was their best play? If they had a removal spell, they should have used it. So I don't know what this is unless it's that stupid... Unless it's that tappy dragon thing. Like, I don't know. It's like, did you bait me into... Oh, hold on. Little used mode. Destroy target enchantment. Let's go. What you got now? A fight spell? Piercing Exhale, I guess? Okay, I mean, whatever. That's totally fine. And let's discard. I actually don't want the... I want the forest, so... Let's play it. Okay, we still have action in hand. We still have the 4/4. They had a way to kill one already. They actually had multiple removal spells, so I bet they were feeling really good. They're down to 1 card now. I'll take 4 from the Sage. Obviously, I can block the Appraisers. And we are still looking in pretty decent shape here. Assuming they can't kill this. Let's lead things off with Sirach. So let's go colorless, green, whatever this is. That way we get a better sense for what kind of interaction they have. Okay, so now I am feeling safe about being able to attack with my flyer, which we will do. Is everybody just going to kill me with that card? Okay. Play Tawny back. Let's gain a life. Okay. Wow, they had 1 card left and it was a Bewildering Blizzard. We have almost the exact same deck. But I popped 2 relics and this is still like a game, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Maybe I shouldn't have played that last land, actually. But whatever. Okay. Wow, that one is really dangerous. Because if this dies, they can turn everything into like a flyer. So I gotta be super duper careful. I don't think I have good attacks here. Let's get the forest. Let's pop it. If they somehow kill their Naga and then copy my 4/4 dragon, I die. I do have to think about this. They have 2 cards. The thing is, I don't have an instant speed removal spell, which makes this really, really awkward. Oh, come on! Do you ever run out of things to do? Unreal! Ambling Storm Shell? Goodness. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm not really sure what to do here. I will not lie to you folks. Our opponent's drawn like 10 more cards than I have this game. Is there some way I can kill them? Is my question. What you got for me? All right, we're at 3. They have 3 cards left. Sarkhan's Resolve. I get to draw a card. Okay. Okay, I get to draw a card again. Okay. I'm just playing this out. Let's gain some life. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I definitely want to draw Glacial Dragon Hunt. Do I want the sniper too? Yeah, sure. Can I kill them? They have 3 cards though. I mean, this is technically lethal, right? I don't know if I have enough blue sources, but we'll see what happens. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I play this, okay. Oh my gosh. This is so close. Oh, yikes. They have 3 cards, which makes me not want to go for this. Okay, I'm not going to go for it. Okay, so I drew that. Let's attack. I have the Riverwalk technique here as well, and I have a blocker. So I'm hoping that that's good enough. Okay. Okay. 3 cards in hand. Let's play the sniper. Okay, I gotta think here. Because they can have a counterspell. If they have a counterspell, what do I want to do? I can put this on top. Because if they have 2 removal spells, oh my gosh, this is just the most... Otherwise, I have way too many things to attack with next turn, right? Even if they kill this, I can block with this. Or do I keep up a counterspell? Oof. They don't have Snakeskin Veil in this deck. They could have Spectral Denial. If they had Spectral Denial, like, there's nothing I could have done anyways. So. Okay, it's on top. That being on top is good for us. Because even if they kill one of our creatures, it's not lethal. So, they drew this. I don't know what their last 2 cards are. Okay. So that's even better. They're at 6. Okay. Okay. Durgar Island Dragon in the graveyard? What? Okay, this is still just 1 card. This thing doesn't have vigilance. Oh, if they draw it again, I guess? That would be so sick if they did. That would be so sick if... No, I don't think you draw that one. You draw some other random card, I think. So, but if they drew into runner removal spell, you know, so be it, right? Epic game, though. Epic game. I mean, there's nothing to consider if they drew the removal spell, right? Like, there's literally nothing to consider. So, let's hope that this is good enough here. What a crazy game. They have 2 cards left in their library, and we have a Dragon Sniper. Okay. That doesn't do it. All right, we're at 1. Oh my gosh. Wow. Unreal. Unbelievable. What a game. What a game. Holy cow, that was so close. All right. Well, I am so happy that I won this game because I thought we were for sure dead. So this one was an epic one. I'm sure both sides could have done things slightly differently. I am confident, in fact, that that's probably the case, especially when games go that long. But I'm happy that I'm the one that came out ahead. 5-2. Honestly, I should have gone for a little bit of a walk after that last match. Whew. My brain cells, they've been pushed to the extreme. All right, I'll keep this. We got a Teamer Monument. Are the monuments the truth? Yeah, I love them. I really do. Like, I mean, 3 is probably like a reasonable number, but hey, we get to cast literally everything with this hand. We go Teamer Monument, get a forest. Then, if anything, I might just start running out Teamer Tawnybacks just because they hit so hard. Don't know what I would discard, though. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, I want to just get the Tawnybacks in play. I have a Bivouac here, so... And this is my black source. Sirach, okay? Now, the question is, do I just want to get this off the battlefield? Or do I not care? And do I just want to keep playing Tawnybacks? I'm going to keep playing Tawnybacks and just see if that's something that my opponent's interested in trading with. Sniper or Glacial Dragon Hunt? I definitely want the Shrine Keeper. And I like my appraisers. All right, let's do the Sniper. Because I have the potential to like play this and harmonize if I draw another land. And, you know, like I'm the one that played the Tawnybacks first, so I'm kind of the aggressor here. Oh. Hey, you know what? This is actually not bad. So they're going to attack me with Sirach probably because their plan is to not block. And then we just go Dragon Hunt, the Tawnyback, and they go to 8. Oh no, why would they attack me? Duh, never mind. As good as everything seems, I think I'm just going to do this. That's right. That's right. Nice Sirach. Nice Sirach. Iridescent... Oh, God. That's a really good way to stabilize the board. I thought I was ahead, and now they're... What is happening here? Your Teamer deck is playing double Tiger? Why? I guess why not? Okay, we've got some filler spells there, friends. Ooh, that's a really interesting one. You know, as tempting as it is to do this, if they kill this, I take 11 damage. Let's just do some appraising. I don't need more cards. I'll take the Riverwalk technique. And the way that I look at it is for 5 mana, the best thing they could have cast is Snowmelt Stag. So just having a couple of blockers here seems good, especially because that becomes a 5/2. And now I am happy with another counterspell. All right. And it doesn't look like they have an answer for the Shrine Keeper either. They're at 10 life, so liking this position here. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Twin Bolt! Ugh! Oh, that's hilarious. Wow. Okay. And a devotee. All right. Holy cow. I'm kind of scared, actually. All right, let's play Glacial Dragon Hunt. Which one of these? Let's discard the counterspell, I guess. Let's kill that. Right, let's play Eshki. Let's pump it. 3 in the air. Gain a life. Play another life gain land. And hope they don't top deck a way to kill my Eshki. If they do, I'm actually in trouble. Alright. Got it done. Got it done. Kind of got a... I mean, not quite a freebie. They did play some good spells, and the Twin Bolt actually got me pretty good. But I guess... I mean, it's nice to have a quick one, especially after the marathon session that got us to the 5th win. But now we are in line for potential back-to-back trophy here. And if we win this, we also go back into the double digits. Let's go. Okay. Punch Ham. I don't want to punch Ham. Ham's a nice guy. I'm going to keep this hand because of the monument. The monument ties the room together. Actually, Bivouac off the top was great. Because now... Oh, they're Boros? Okay. Well, I don't really want to use Glacial Dragon Hunt on these things. What are my black spells? Whatever. Let's go get a swamp. Oh, the exile removal spell. What the heck? Okay, they need lands, I guess. Hopefully they didn't find it. No, they did. Shucks. Ooh, the globe is very tempting, but I think I just want to play Sirach. Like, forces them to have an answer to this. If they have a trick, they have a trick. But the way that I look at it is, if they have a trick, they're not playing something. Ooh, they played a Pack Beast here. Okay, this is good. So now we can go land, globe, and then we get to pitch one of these monuments to kill the Pack Beast. And I will discard the Teamer one. And not really in a position here to attack still. Man, the Pack Beast is so good, though. So good. All right, 5 cards in hand for the opponent. They're actually up cards on me. We're at 15, they're at 21. Next turn, we have the ability to play a Jeskai Shrine Keeper as a 4/4. Draw us cards, gain us some life. Or we can just make a bunch of random tokens, right? Like, cracking a Sultai Monument against the Mardu deck is pretty good still. So, depending on if they keep up a bunch of mana or play something with Reach or whatever, that'll decide what we do. Okay, they killed my Sirach. Fair enough. Alright, well, now it's a pretty easy just Shrine Keeper attack. I think, yeah. And given that I don't need an extra black source, I'm much more interested in just playing my gain lands here, just to try to race my opponent. Now, there is a good shot that they kill my Shrine Keeper here, and unfortunately we have a gazillion lands. This is the opportunity for my opponent to kill this. They did use an inevitable defeat already. Oh, okay, maybe they don't. Okay, but this is a million damage coming in. This is a lot of damage coming in. And another Fortress Kinguard. Wow, okay, hold on. How do I deal with this, actually? This is a lot. So I can crack the Monument and keep up Counterspell. And I take 4 damage. Wow, that's brutal. I think that's the play, though. Yeah. Alternatively, I can still just attack with the Shrine Keeper. But I think I'd rather just keep it back. I mean, this is the classic lose to a good Mardu deck. They just ran this out and just rattled off a bunch of lands. Maybe they didn't even need the lands, but War Effort is a bomb, and the reason to kind of... Without the War Effort, this deck feels much, much weaker. This is just one of the main reasons to play this deck, I think. Or, like, one of the best payoff cards, rather. Like, I was looking like I was in a really good spot to all of a sudden I feel like I'm a dog. You know what I mean? So they get something back here. Oh, they just want to do this to tap something down. Okay, let's just counter it. They have another spell here. If it's anything relevant, we are dead. But if it's not, you know, I think we're dead, though, given this attack. All right, we're at 2. They have another spell here to play, too, so... Okay. Okay, if I can kill both creatures, that's also not bad. Oh, man. Making a couple of tokens also seems quite nice. You know what? Screw it. Let's go. No cowards in this place. Okay, now I'm scared. Okay, so they still need to draw something. All right, do I want blue or white? Doesn't matter. Blue, white, red, okay. Okay. We are dead to many, many things, but I just feel like I want to keep the card flow going to press my advantage here. I'm happy to block both of these tokens here. Go to 2. I can use Dragon Hunt to finish this off. I can play a Monument. A lot of options. Considering that they're in the tank, we are not doing too poorly here. All right, we're at 2. Okay. Sipsig Appraiser. Okay. Sagu Pummeler or another Sipsig Appraiser. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'll just take the bigger creature here. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Hold on, let's think about this. Let's play Teamer Monument. Red, black, white, okay. Let's get the island. What do you find? Here we go. Shock Brigade is the play. Okay, that was their draw step for the turn. Okay. Oh, yes! Yes! We have stabilized here, friends. Oh, and we drew Fanekeeper's Familiar. This is glorious. All right. We've drawn a bunch of... Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. My heart. My heart can't handle this. Salt Road Pack Beast is good, but we have 2 flyers. Come on. Come on, back-to-back trophies. Let's go. Let's go. What a fun ride this was. And we are back into double digits. The bad streak is behind us. We are playing decent Magic. Not perfect. Can never play perfect. But you know what? This experiment definitely paid off. It was the how many monuments can you play in your deck? and have it still be okay. With 15 lands, by the way, which I do think is totally fine. 15 lands, 4 monuments. Basically, for every 2 monuments, I don't mind cutting 1 land. So I think with 4 monuments, also the relic gives me mana if I have some other creatures. And then we had the globe as well. So this was definitely a deck where the longer the game goes, the better it is for us. Because the more time that we have, we can crack our monuments for value. We had just enough interaction, right? Like 2 counterspells, a Dragon Hunt, an Inevitable Defeat. Just enough interaction, counterspell here, to get it done here. But we played against a lot of slow decks, and we managed to get it done. And clutch Inevitable Defeat against the War Effort allowed us to basically close the door on that last game. Still not sure if I played that one perfectly, but still just happy with the result. And I'm happy that I'm at least back to my winning ways. I was in a dark place a couple days ago. 1-3 draft, 2-3 draft, 2-3 draft. All of a sudden seeing my rank plummet from the 50s all the way down to the 1400s. So I'm glad to be back to my winning ways. That is back-to-back trophies, and we are now on 10 or 11 trophies for the season. Feeling really good about this and hoping that I can continue building on the things that I've learned over this format. And generally speaking, it's the 5-color soup decks that really do the best for me. And knowing what's important. And it really just isn't a lot. Like for 2 mana plays, I basically like monuments and counterspells. Most of the creatures I kind of hate, unless it's like some mana fixing that I need. If I need a Devotee or an Embermouth Sentinel, I'll play. But I generally don't like playing the Leopards or the Wayfarers for the most part. And this is kind of the approach that I've been using. And it's been good enough to get us another trophy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've appreciated all of this content and wanted to find a different way to support the channel, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Once again, thank you all the patrons. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and seal product needs. Whether you need some booster boxes or some singles for your constructed decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Go to TCGplayer.com, hit that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Last but certainly not least, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories, deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff, all the supplies you need for your next tabletop event. Check out HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.